Programme Rendez-Vous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Comment tu t'appelles? Walalou. Je m'appelle. Oh. Comment tu t'appelles? Wanji. Papa.
Hey, Natukunda. Okelo. French time.
Yo, what's up?
It's French time.
Bonjour à tous. Comment ça va?
Interactive teaching of French at Makerere University RIF Research Project. Johnny, honey, rendezvous. Rendezvous.
So don't miss out on your favorite French learning show every Sunday from 8:15 to 9 p.m. here on UBC Radio.
Bonsoir, je m'appelle Fiona Kabahuma. Je suis votre professeur d'aujourd'hui. Good evening, dear listeners. My name is Fiona Kabahuma, your teacher today. This is program Rendez-Vous, and you can get us on UBC Radio at our different frequencies in the country. Those around Kampala, and the surrounding areas, it is at 98.0 FM. Those in Arua, it is at 97.4 FM. And those in Lira, it is at 99.4 FM. We also have social media platforms where you can find us on Facebook, on Twitter, and on YouTube. We have a channel, and they are all in the name of Rendez-Vous RIF 2. Rendez-Vous is spelled as RENDEZ VOUS. Then RIF is RIF in capital letters. 2 is number 2, so it is RIF 2. RIF 2. Thank you. Rendezvous.
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 Thank you so much. In the studios we have listeners who are representing other students in the country, and I would like them to introduce themselves. Let me begin with this side.
Je m'appelle Malcolm.
Thank you, Malcolm.
Je m'appelle Joella.
Thank you, Joella.
Je m'appelle Lucy.
Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, dear students. So, last week we had our lesson, which was talking about different seasons that we go through in the world. And our dear students have a song to present to us that has almost all those seasons. So I'll give them a chance to sing for us. And I would like our dear listeners to sing along.
Quelle saison de mon pays? Quelle saison de mon pays? Oui, l'hiver dans mon pays. Oui, c'est l'hiver dans mon pays. Quelle saison dans mon pays? Quelle saison dans mon pays? Oui, c'est l'été dans mon pays. Oui, c'est l'été dans mon pays. Quelle saison dans mon pays? Quelle saison dans mon pays? Oui, c'est l'automne dans mon pays. Oui, c'est l'automne dans mon pays.
Thank you so much. Rendezvous. So, we've had a song about seasons, and there are different seasons, so we would like to name some of those seasons that we've had. I would like to begin with the Joella. Any season you've had in the song we are singing? L'été. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Okay, dear listeners, we are going to get a few seasons that we've had in the song, and we are beginning with Joella.
L'été.
Dear listeners, l'été. Can we repeat all of us for the listeners? L'été. Thank you very much. And what does it mean?
Rain.
Is it rain? Joella? Summer. Somebody says summer. So, thank you very much. Bravo. Merci. Okay, let's have another one.
Automne.
Autumn.
Automne.
Autumn. Dear listeners, we have another season called autumn. And autumn means, if we remember,
Autumn.
Autumn. Thank you very much, Joella. Then the last student is going to give us another example, dear listeners.
L'hiver.
L'hiver. L'hiver. Can we repeat? L'hiver.
L'hiver.
Thank you very much. So what does l'hiver mean, dear students? For the listeners, they need to know l'hiver.
Winter.
Winter. Thank you so much. Rendez-vous.
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 Thank you so much. So, dear listeners and the students here in the studio, we also have seasons in Uganda, and there are basically two seasons. So, let's have one.
Saison la pluie.
Saison de pluie.
Saison de
de
pluie.
pluie. Can you repeat again?
Saison de pluie.
Saison de
De
pluie.
pluie.
Thank you so much. Another one.
Saison de sèche.
Saison sèche. Thank you, Joella. Saison sèche.
Sèche.
Thank you so much. So, saison sèche means
Sunny.
Dry season.
dry season. Thank you so much. And then saison de pluie, of course, the opposite.
Wet season. Wet season.
Wet season. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Rendez-vous.
Rendez-vous.
Thank you so much. So, after this, we are going straight to today's simple topic or simple theme, where we look at locating things and people in different places. And in French, we call it se situer dans l'espace. Can we repeat for the listeners?
Se situer dans l'espace.
Merci beaucoup. So, we are going to listen to a song that will guide us on what to do next. Dear listeners, enjoy. Amusez-vous.
Où est le chat? Je ne sais pas. Où est le chat? Il n'est pas là. Il n'est pas sous le lit. Il n'est pas sous le lit. Il est sur la table. Où est la chèvre? Je ne sais pas. Où est la chèvre? Elle n'est pas là. Elle est à côté du chat. Elle est à côté du chat. Elle est sur la table. Où est le singe? Je ne sais pas. Où est le singe? Il n'est pas là. Il est devant le chat. Il est devant le chat. Il est sur la table. Où est l'autruche? Je ne sais pas. Où est l'autruche? Elle n'est pas là. Elle était derrière le singe, mais elle n'y est plus. Elle n'est plus sur la table.
You've heard the song. Vous avez écouté à la chanson. So, within the song, we had some animals being mentioned and they were being located somewhere. So amongst those animals we have
Le chat.
le chat. Can we repeat?
Le chat.
All of us, dear.
Le chat.
Le chat. Thank you very much.
Le singe.
Le singe. Merci beaucoup, Joella.
La chèvre.
La chèvre. Merci beaucoup, Lucy. So, what does le chat mean? Le chat. It's an animal. Le chat. Dear listeners, le chat is a domestic animal. We keep it at home. And it makes a sound like meow.
A cat.
A cat. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. La chèvre. La chèvre is a goat. A goat. Do you all know goats?
Yes.
Yes.
Dear listeners, if you keep a goat at home, you can call it la chèvre. If you keep a cat, le chat. Then we have another one called le singe. Le singe is a monkey. A monkey. Some of our listeners live as far as near those areas around Murchison Falls, around the Queen Elizabeth National Park. Those things exist there. Thank you, dear listeners. And these animals were being located. Some are devant, others are derrière, and we are going to find out what these words mean. So, let's go straight to our pairs of prepositions that we use to locate en français. Rendez-vous.
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 I told you, dear listeners, you can get us on our social media platforms, on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. We have a channel as well, all in the name of Rendez-Vous RIF 2. And then 98.0, 97.4 in Arua, and 99.4 in Lira, all FM. So we have avant. Can we repeat for the listeners?
Avant.
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 And après.
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 Avant.
Avant.
And then
Après.
après. So we have avant and après.
Après.
These two may seem to be different. Yes, they are. Avant means before. Avant means
Before.
What about after?
Après.
Après. Thank you very much. Donc, we have a few examples here with us. Luke arrive avant Joy. Luke arrive avant Joy. Can we read for the listeners?
Luke arrive avant Joy.
One more time.
Luke arrive avant Joy.
What do you think that one means?
Luke reached before Joy.
Reached. Okay. Riches.
Riches.
Luke reaches before Joy. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Let's go to the next example.
Marc quitte après Marvin.
Marc quitte après Marvin. Très bien. Marc quitte après Marvin. Can we repeat for the listeners?
Marc quitte après Marvin.
So Mark does what? Leaves. He leaves after who? Marvin. After Marvin. Maybe they're in a line and they are going somewhere. Or you are going, let's say today morning, you were all coming to UBC, or today evening, or tomorrow morning, you'll be going to UBC to record something. And one person arrives before the other, and then another one also arrives after the other. So we can repeat avant, après.
Après.
Let's go to the next one. We have avec and sans. Can we try that?
Avec, sans.
Sans. Très bien. So what does avec mean? For the listeners, they want to know what does avec mean and how can they use it?
With.
With, that is avec. What about sans, Joella?
Without.
Without. I have a question. Tu danses avec Thomas? Ask. Let's repeat for the listeners. Tu danses avec Thomas?
Tu danses avec Thomas.
What do you think that means?
Who dances with Thomas?
You dance. Do you dance with Thomas?
Do you dance with Thomas? Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Il va avec son ami.
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 What do you think that means? For the listeners, of course. They want to know.
He goes with my son.
No.
He goes
Without.
The preposition here is avec.
He goes
With.
without.
with. He goes with his friend.
His friend. Très bien. He goes with his friend. We have another one. Il vit sans la nourriture. Il vit sans la nourriture. Can we repeat?
Il vit sans la nourriture.
Nourriture. Those who have issues with air, they can say air. So you can say nourriture. Oui, il vit sans la nourriture. Vie comes from the verb vivre, which means to live somewhere. So he lives without food. Hey. So he's malnourished, in other words. So we have other prepositions here, sur and sous. Can you try this one?
Sur.
Sur. Sous. What does sur mean? For the listeners, they want to know. Sur. How can I use it?
On.
Somebody says on. On top of something, I think. Then sous.
Under.
Of course, you have something on top and there's something under. Le stylo est sur la table. Le stylo est sur la table. Can we repeat?
Le stylo est sur la table.
Le chat est sous la table.
Le chat est sur la table.
Sous la table.
Sous la table.
The first one was sur la table and the second one is saying sous la table. Le stylo est sur la table. If you want to locate your pen which is on the table, dear listeners, you can say le stylo est sur la table. And if there is a cat at home and it is under the table, you can say le chat est sous la table. Merci beaucoup. Let's go to the next ones. We have devant and derrière.
Devant, derrière.
Repeat, devant, derrière.
Devant, derrière.
And these two, we had them in the song where the cat was somewhere devant something. So we are going to find out where the dog was as well. Le chien est devant la porte. Can we try?
Le chien est devant la porte.
That the dog is
at the door.
At the door.
In front of the door.
In front of the door. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Je suis derrière la chaise.
Derrière la chaise.
Je suis derrière la chaise.
Je suis derrière la chaise.
Meaning that I am
behind
the chair. La chaise means chair. Merci beaucoup. Let's go back to avant and après. Dear listeners, we are going to peruse through these prepositions very quickly and then we master them. Avant, après.
Avant, après.
Avec, sans.
Avec, sans.
Sur, sous.
Sur, sous.
Devant, derrière.
Devant, derrière.
Let's go back. We read one at a go. Avant.
Avant.
Spelling of avant.
A-V-A-N-T. Avant.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Avant. A-V-A-N-T. Then the next one is?
Après.
Après. Somebody to spell après?
Après. A-P-R-E-S.
Merci beaucoup, Joella. Then the next one is?
Avec.
Spell avec?
A-V-E-C.
Merci beaucoup. We have sans.
Sans. S-A-N-S. Sans.
Thank you very much for the listeners. Sans. S-A-N-S. Next, we have sur.
Sur.
S-U-R.
Merci beaucoup. On a sous.
Sous. S-O-U-S.
Merci beaucoup. Il y a devant.
Devant.
Oui.
D-E-V-A-N-T. Devant.
Merci beaucoup. Devant. Derrière.
Derrière. D-E-R-R-I-E-R-E.
Merci beaucoup. So we'll go through them. Avant means
Before.
après,
After.
avec,
With.
sans,
Without.
sur,
On.
sous,
Under.
devant,
In front.
of.
derrière.
Behind.
Merci beaucoup. On continue. Let's continue with two extra prepositions that are very, very unique but very important to many of our listeners. We have ah. Can we repeat?
Ah.
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 Ah. Ah. Ah. Ah. Ah. Spell ah.
Ah. A.
A. That one. Just letter A. They have A, B, C, D. That one. And what does ah mean?
At. Or to.
At or
To.
to. Very good. So, if right now you are at UBC, how do you say that I am at UBC?
Je suis à UBC.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. What if you want to say that I am going to UBC? Dear listeners, listen well and get this thing. I am going to UBC. The first one was I
I am at UBC.
I am at. I'm already there. Now the second one is saying I am going to. So how do I say that?
Je vais à UBC.
Je vais à UBC. Très bien. What if we have a certain gentleman called Musoke and he's going to Lubaga? How do we say that?
Musoke va à Lubaga.
Musoke va à Lubaga. Merci beaucoup. Let's go back to Je suis. Let's read together. For the listeners. We repeat for the listeners.
Je suis à UBC.
Merci.
Je vais à UBC.
Très bien.
Musoke va à Lubaga.
Merci beaucoup. What if John is going to Mbale?
John va à Lubaga.
À
Mbale.
Mbale. Merci beaucoup. John va à Mbale. Très bien. Très bien. Très bien. So, dear listeners, if you were going to Kampala, you can say, je vais à Kampala. If you are going to Kaliro, je vais à Kaliro. If you are going to Gulu, je vais à Gulu. If you are already at Gulu, je suis à Gulu. Très bien. So let's go to the next preposition called de. Can we repeat?
De.
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 Do.
Let's spell de.
D-E.
D-E. Très bien. De. And it's read as?
De.
De. And what does it mean, dear listeners and dear students?
From.
From. The other one was going to. So we want to know what about from? Coming from. For example, je m'appelle Fiona. I am Fiona. My name is Fiona. And I come from Uganda. And I want to say that I am from Uganda. How do I say that, dear listeners?
Je viens d'Ouganda.
Je viens d'Ouganda. Je viens d'Ouganda. Merci beaucoup. Can we spell for the listeners? Je viens d'Ouganda. Can we try that?
Je viens d'Ouganda. J-I, Jo, V-I-I-N-S, viens, D apostrophe O-U-G-A-N-D-A, d'Ouganda.
D'Ouganda. Merci beaucoup. And the whole sentence says?
Je viens d'Ouganda.
Dear listeners, when Malcolm said apostrophe, it simply means?
Apostrophe.
Apostrophe. Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. We have a certain gentleman called Macron, and we want to say that he comes from France. So how do we say that Macron comes from France?
Macron vient de France.
Merci beaucoup. Macron vient de France. France. Oui, Macron vient de France. Can you try to spell for the listeners? They want to know Macron. How do you even write Macron?
Macron. M-A-C-R-O-N. Vient. V-I-E-N-T. De. D-E. France. F-R-A-N-C-E.
Merci beaucoup. And the sentence is read as
Macron
vient de France. Aha, we have a certain person here who comes from Kenya called Chebet. So how do you say Chebet comes from Kenya?
Chebet vient de France, de Kenya.
Ah, merci beaucoup. Chancel Chebet vient de Kenya. Now we are going to change a bit. With the nouns that are masculine, we usually say du. So we say Chebet vient du Kenya.
Du Kenya.
Can we try again for the listeners?
Chebet vient du Kenya.
Très bien. Can we try to spell for the listeners? Chebet. They may not know Chebet. How do you say Chebet? Spell and tell us.
Chebet, C-H-E-B-E-T. Vient, V-I-E-N-T. Du, D-U. Kenya, K-E-N-Y-A.
Merci beaucoup. Chebet vient du Kenya. Can we try that one more time?
Chebet vient du Kenya.
So let's begin from A to de, and then we give listeners examples that they can use in their day-to-day lives. Très bien. A.
Je suis à UBC.
Merci beaucoup. Joella, the next one.
Je veux à UBC.
Je vais à UBC. Malcolm, you said je suis à UBC. What does
Oui.
it mean? Me who is listening to you, assuming I'm your listener.
I am at UBC.
I am at UBC. Joella, je vais à UBC.
I'm going to UBC.
Très bien. Toi?
Musoke va à Lubaga.
And what does it mean for the listeners?
Musoke is going to Lubaga.
Très bien. Let's go to de quickly. What does de mean?
From.
From. Thank you. How do I say that I come from Uganda?
Je viens d'Ouganda.
Très bien. And how do we say Macron comes from France?
Macron vient de France.
Merci beaucoup. And how do we say Chebet comes from Kenya?
Chebet vient du Kenya.
And how do we say that Mugisha comes from Mbarara?
Mugisha vient d'Umbarara.
Oui, Mugisha vient d'Umbarara. Merci beaucoup, Joella. And how can I say that Okelo comes from Lira?
Okelo vient de Lila.
Merci beaucoup. Hey. Okelo vient de Lira. So, dear Okelo, if you are in Lira, please say, I am Okelo. Je m'appelle Okelo. Je viens de Lira. Merci beaucoup, dear students and dear listeners. Please continue enjoying our lessons. Rendez-vous.
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 Merci beaucoup. Let's go to the next ones that may also help us to locate where we are, whether we are near or far from where we are. We have près de. Can we try that?
Près de.
Près de.
Près de.
Repeat that 2 times for the listeners.
Près de.
That is the first one.
Près de.
Très bien. And what does près de mean?
Near.
Near. Okay. We have loin de.
Loin de.
Loin.
Loin.
Some people say loin, others say loin.
Loin.
Loin. So it depends. You know, our local languages sometimes disturb us and we end up speaking French differently. So, loin de. Can we try one more time?
Loin de.
Again.
Loin de.
And what does it mean?
Far from.
Far from. So we have we have students in the studio. We have Lucy and we have Joella. And we find that Lucy is near Joella. And we want to say that Lucy is near Joella in French. Can we try that?
Lucy est près de Joella.
Merci beaucoup. Lucy est près de Joella. Can we try reading that one more time for the listeners? Let's repeat.
Lucy est près de Joella.
Merci beaucoup. We have establishments here. We have UBC, we have Serena. And we find that they are close to each other. So how do you know that UBC is next to Serena? For me, who is a listener in Guru, I've never been to Kampala, and I want to know where these two are located.
UBC est près de Serena.
Merci beaucoup. Can we repeat for the listeners?
UBC est près de Serena.
Merci beaucoup. We have another one here. Malcolm is far from, of course, the mom. He's now in the studio. He's with us. He's very busy telling the listeners what to do en français. So let's tell how Malcolm is far from the mom. And he said far from is loin de. So we have our student here who is going to tell us what it means that Malcolm is far from the mom.
Malcolm est loin de maman.
Oui, Malcolm est loin de maman. Malcolm is far from mom. He is far from his mom. But we can also say Malcolm est loin de sa mère. Can we try? Let's try with the mama and then also sa mère.
Malcolm est loin de maman.
Merci beaucoup. And then the other one.
Malcolm est loin de sa mère.
Merci beaucoup. Rendez-vous.
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 Now, dear listeners who are in Kampala, you can get us on 98.0 FM. Those in Arua, you can get us on 97.4 FM. And those in Lira, you can get us at 99.4 FM. We have our social media pages and handles. Of course, on Facebook, we are there with the Rendez-Vous RIF 2. Twitter, we are there. We have a Twitter handle. And we also have a YouTube channel. You can listen to us from that side on Rendez-Vous RIF 2. And the Rendez-Vous RIF 2 is spelled as RENDEZ. There's a dash there. You put a dash or a hyphen. VOUS, then space, and then RIF, then 2 as a number 2. 1, 2. So 2. Rendez-vous RIF 2. Merci beaucoup. So, dear listeners, we hope you are really enjoying. So, we are going through these prepositions of place to remember or to remember how we can locate ourselves and things or objects within our reach. We also would like to repeat for all of us to, of course, remind ourselves of the pronunciations and the meanings. So let's go this time one by one, and of course the meanings. Let's go together. Avant. All of us.
Avant.
Dear listeners, avant means
before.
Before. If you before. Then we have après.
Après.
And après means what to the listeners? After. Hey, let's have life alone. Listeners are there and they are listening to us. We have avec.
Avec.
And what does avec mean?
With.
We have sans.
Sans.
And what does sans mean?
Without.
We have sur. What does it mean?
On.
And then we have sous. And what does sous mean?
Under.
We have devant.
Devant.
What does devant mean?
In front of.
In front
Of.
of. Derrière.
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 Meaning
Behind.
behind. And then we have a.
A.
A. What does it mean?
At.
At or
To.
Then we have
De. De.
de.
De.
De. What does it mean?
From.
From. We have près de,
Près de.
meaning
Near.
and then loin de.
Loin de.
Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. Okay, so as we end our lesson today or tonight, we are going to listen to our song again. By now, I am sure, dear listeners, you have now known the prepositions of place and you can try to locate a few in that song. Rendez-vous.
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 Enjoy the song.
Où est le chat? Je ne sais pas. Où est le chat? Il n'est pas là. Il n'est pas sous le lit. Il n'est pas sous le lit. Il est sur la table. Où est la chèvre? Je ne sais pas. Où est la chèvre? Elle n'est pas là. Elle est à côté du chat. Elle est à côté du chat. Elle est sur la table. Où est le singe? Je ne sais pas. Où est le singe? Il n'est pas là. Il est devant le chat. Il est devant le chat. Il est sur la table. Où est l'autruche? Je ne sais pas. Où est l'autruche? Elle n'est pas là. Elle était derrière le singe, mais elle n'y est plus. Elle n'est plus sur la table.
Okay, welcome back from that break. I hope you enjoyed. It's a simple song asking where these animals are. Où est le chat? Où est le chien? Où est l'autriche? Where are these things? Where are these animals? Where is the cat? Where is, the dog? Where is what? All those animals and things around you, you can ask about them. You can ask where they are. You can even ask about people. Où est Marie? Où est John? Où est Musoke? Où est Chebet? Où est Namuviru? And many, many others. You heard the gentleman saying, Je ne sais pas. I do not know. I don't know. And then, of course, someone has to come in and locate. Peut-être il est sur la table. It is on the table. Maybe the cat. Le chat. So, dear listeners, kindly tune in every Sunday on UBC Radio at 8:15 p.m. Of course, in the evening to enjoy such lessons in French. And we normally, of course, have frequencies of that UBC radio. Those around Kampala, we have it at 98.0 FM. Those in Arua, we have at 97.4 FM. And those listening in from Lira, we have 99.4 FM. We also have social media platforms. We have Facebook, we have Twitter, we have a YouTube channel as well, and they are all in the names of Rendez-Vous RIF 2. So Rendez-Vous, dear listeners, I remind you of the spelling. It is RENDEZ VOUS RIF 2 RIF 2. Rendez-Vous RIF 2. Then we have Rendez-Vous, of course, as a program under Makerere University in collaboration with UBC Radio. Rendez-Vous.
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 Dear listeners, like I said earlier, we are always on UBC. If you want to listen in, to tune in, and you also invite other friends of yours. You can invite your children to listen in. You can invite your neighbors. You can even invite in your friends, brothers and sisters. If you are a teacher of French, this is your time as well to invite in your parents to listen in, and they learn more French. Thank you, dear listeners, for tuning in and for always supporting us. Merci beaucoup. I remain Fiona Kabahuma, your teacher of the day. We hope to meet again probably soon. À bientôt.
Programme Rendez-Vous 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Comment tu t'appelles? Walalou, je m'appelle. Oh, comment tu t'appelles? Wanji, Papa.
Hey, Natukunda, Okelo, French time.
Yo, what's up?
It's French time.
Bonjour à tous. Comment ça va?
Interactive teaching of French at Makerere University RIF Research Project. Johnny, honey, rendezvous. Rendezvous.
So don't miss out on your favorite French learning show every Sunday from 8:15 to 9 p.m. here on UBC Radio.